Me and Steve are in a different time zone as well. We're in Mountain again.
So I'm in the future. So let me tell you what happens 2 hours from now from where you are.
Do you know who the president is yet?
I do.
Don't spoilers. I'm waiting.
Steve Kornacki finally gets to go to sleep now.
It's funny because I've been watching CNN this whole time, so I haven't seen any Kornacki aside from memes, which are pretty funny.
I didn't realize how boring Paul King was because I always had Paul King in small doses, but my God, that man just drones.
Yeah, eventually it got to be like a point of pride that I wouldn't turn the channel. How many times can I fucking hear, we gotta count all the votes, we're not gonna call it yet?
Oh, you should have been over at. You should have been on a Kornacki Nation with us, man. I'm telling you, that man is a dynamo.
Yeah. Are you going to be okay with the results, Paul? I know how much of a communist supporter you were.
Look, just as long as all the votes are cast, and it was a fair and equitable election. I know he wasn't on the ballot in every state, but you got to do what you got to do. He was able to write himself in. Did you see that? Did you see him voting?
Videoing it, which negates the vote. Right? And votes for nobody else on the ticket. Doesn't give a damn.
It matters. He just writes his name. He might as well have written his name across it.
He's competing
crumpled it up and threw it at the ballot box.
He's competing with Elon Musk for the title of dumbest genius.
Right? Well, that's what happens when you're a genius. You're great at one thing and horrible. I mean, look at Einstein. He had no fashion sense.
Didn't happen to me.
Oh, wow. Well, if that is the place to start the show, I don't know what is. There we are. We're live. Everybody can see us now. I don't know if we're on the Extra Life stream, but, there's Danny. He's coming in. All right. So hi, everybody who's watching us. This is all your favorite game shows. I am your host, Paul Goebel. Thank you for joining us. We're raising money for Extra Life today, so we're very excited. Everybody has volunteered their time and talents, and we're very happy for that. In case you've never seen the show before, what we do is we've taken all your favorite game shows and we jam them together, and we're going to play them all tonight. And we got some great guests who are going to play along with us. And at the end, we'll see who the champion is. Joining me, as always, is my co-host, scorekeeper, good friend, the one and only Steve Mandel, everybody. Give it up for Steve. Let's hear it for him. How's it going, Steve?
Oh, it's a lazy Saturday.
I don't know. There's a lot of racket outside, I noticed. Although not where I live in Mesa. Things are pretty quiet here for some reason.
Yeah, just some sighing every so often, a little light weeping.
People locking their doors. But it's windy here in Arizona. Is it windy where you guys are? The winds of change are definitely sweeping through Arizona. Is it windy over where you are, Steve?
I haven't been outside.
Ever? You mean like in days, in weeks, and months? How was your Halloween, Steve? Did you get any trick-or-treaters?
I did not. I went out to some friends and watched horror movies.
Okay. What'd you watch?
We watched Son of Frankenstein and Young Frankenstein.
Both very different movies, similar themes, but very different movies.
Young Frankenstein takes a lot of the elements from Son of Frankenstein. Yeah. So like the one-armed guy with the fake arm, that's all from Son of Frankenstein.
Oh, really?
Watch them back to back, you pick up some of the subtle parody that you don't if you've only seen Young Frankenstein.
And just to be clear, what they mean is son of Dr. Frankenstein, not son of Frankenstein's monster. Right?
Well, it came out right after Bride of Frankenstein, so it is the next.
We'll see Now, I've always been confused about that, because the Bride of Frankenstein wasn't going to marry Dr. Frankenstein, was she?
Thanks.
Or was she made for him, or was she made for the monster?
I think she was made for the monster.
That's what I thought. Although in the Sting version, he made it for himself. Someone's heart wants what someone's heart wants, right. Not necessarily yours. I tell you, remember those pumpkin spice Twinkies I gave away as a prize a couple shows back? I gave those out to trick-or-treaters because they're individually wrapped. So I gave them out to trick-or-treaters and nobody knew any better. The guy who puts razor blades in candy in my neighborhood was like, not cool, man. Why would you do that? That is fucked up. All right. Are you ready to play the game, Steve?
I am.
Okay. In that case, let's play The price is right.
Danny Gallagher, come on down. Stad St. Fleur, come on down. Nicole Goodnight, come on down. And Devin Pike, come on down.
All right. We got all our contestants. We're here. We're ready to play. And we're going to play The Price is Right as our first game. You guys all know how The Price is Right works. But our version is a little different. I got some items here, and I am going to show them to you. Everybody gets to bid on them. Whoever gets the closest without going over will get a point. It's that simple. The only difference to the real Price is Right is everything on our show is $5 or less. All right? None of these items cost more than $5. Do not bid more than $5 or you definitely go over. All right? I think I've made that clear enough. Let's do it. Steve, what's our first item up for bids?
This first item up for bids is a funny, ugly monster. We'll call it a fuggler, but it's also known as something that never caught on. This one has buttons for eyes. Crazy, right?
There you go. If you have no idea what to buy your niece or nephew, this is always a good idea. So you get a good look at it. Devin, you get to bid first. What do you think this is worth?
I'm going to say $249, Paul.
$249 from Devin Pike. Nicole, what do you think?
I'm going to say $3.99.
$3.99 says Nicole. Stad St. Fleur, what's your bet?
$4.25.
$4.25. So close. And Danny Gallagher, what do you think?
1 penny.
He goes down to 1 cent. Nice. I like it. Steve, who gets that?
The actual retail price is $3.50. Devin is our winner.
Well done, Devin. You got the point and you get the fuggler. Good job. That's how
He's
it
the
goes.
first.
It's that easy. All right, Steve, what's next?
Do you drive a car that makes people think you're smart? Well, make them do a 180 by putting this Arizona Cardinals bumper sticker on your car. The NFL made Phoenix much worse, and you can do the same to your car and yourself by showing everyone an example of your poor choices.
There you go. If you live in Arizona and you think you like football, you can be another asshole with this on your car. So Devin got it last time. So Nicole, you get to bid first. What do you think this is worth?
$149.
$149 from Nicole. Stad, what do you say?
$250.
$250 from Stad. Danny?
$150.
$150. And Devin, you bid last.
$299.
$299 from Devin Pike. What do you say, Steve? Who's taking it?
Danny's bold strategy pays off. The actual retail price is $1.50.
Well done, Danny Gallagher.
Hey,
all right.
wait, I get money for that, right?
Oh, because you got it right on the thing? Yeah.
Yeah,
You get $1.50.
I'll put
I'm gonna hold you to that.
Send me
I'm
your
sending you my
Venmo.
Venmo.
Yeah, please do. All right. So it's 1 point for Devin, 1 point for Danny. What's next, Steve?
This next item up for bids is a 12-cup box of True Dark K-Cups from Folgers Noir. This intense, dark flavored coffee is not only unpopular, but once Folgers realized that noir means black in French, they pulled it off the shelf just in case.
All right. So it's a full case of K-Cups I got on sale there. So Devin, you get to bid first this time. What do you think?
$479.
Devin says $479. Nicole, your bid?
$4.99.
$4.99 is some high-priced coffee. Stad, what do you think?
$4.37.
$4.37 from Stad. And Danny, your bid?
4 even.
$4 even. Everyone's bidding high. Nobody wanted to go down low. Steve, who gets it?
All of the bids were over the price. $4.
Those are K-Cups. Those are, I mean, that is gold.
But
That
they
is
were
Wait.
on sale. And they're very, very dark. We all know that only weirdos love that super dark, bitter
like
coffee.
my soul. Give me the coffee.
Dark and bitter like your soul. All right. Let's try it again. Devin, you bid. What was the lowest bid, Steve?
Lowest was $4.
All right. So do not bid more than $4. Devin, what do you think?
$349.
There you go. $349. Nicole?
$2.79.
$2.79. That's a good bid. Stad?
$2.25.
$2.25 from Stad. And Danny?
$2.50.
$2.50. I think someone's got it this time. Who is it, Steve?
The actual retail price was $3.50. Devin is our winner.
There you go.
Hey.
There's another point and another prize for Devin. He's running away with it.
Give me the coffee. I want the coffee. Give me the coffee.
He needs it. All right. Yeah, it's been a hard 4 years. All right. Next item up for bids, Steve. Tell them all about it.
This will go well with your coffee. This next item up for bids is a blueberry muffin in a cup. Yes, the fine folks at Flapjack have found a way to make a muffin with 20 grams of protein in 30 seconds that has zero flavor.
There you go. You put it in the microwave with some water, and then you get it out, and you're like, I just wasted 30 seconds. All right. So, Nicole, you get to bid first on this. What do you think? What's that worth?
179.
179 from Nicole. Stad, what do you think?
139.
139. Danny?
I'll go $2.
$2 even. And Devin, what do you say?
For the dusty muffin, give me $1.89.
$1.89 for that dusty ass muffin. All right, Steve, whose is it?
The actual retail price is $1.75. Stad is our winner.
Stad comes out with it. Nice. All right,
Nice.
so far everyone has scored except Nicole. Here's your last chance. We got one more item.
It's last call.
Last call, Nicole. What is this, Steve?
This last item is a 1 ounce box of Traditional Medicines brand herbal tea bags. From this line of women's teas comes Mother's Milk, a naturally caffeine-free tea bag designed to promote healthy lactation. That's Mother's Milk herbal tea. Milk all dried up, put this in your cup.
There you go. Mother's Milk herbal tea. If you're breastfeeding, it's perfect. Gives you that nice sweet milk babies love, I guess. I don't know. All right. So Stad got it. So Danny, you get to bid first on this.
All the feelings.
Right.
275.
This is bringing back memories. All right.
Yeah.
275 from Danny. Devin, what do you think?
99 cents.
99 cents. Good bid. Nicole?
These are traditional medicinals. It's like $4.49.
All right. She's putting some respect on her bid. $4.49 from Nicole. And Stad, you bid last.
$3.
$3 even from Stad St. Fleur. Steve, does someone get it?
The actual retail price is $3. Stad is our winner.
Hey. I figured the
Wow.
guy who works in game shows would win the prizes, right?
Eventually.
Well,
right?
it helps when you work on the show for 10 months as your first job.
I was gonna say, I knew you worked on it at some
Good
point.
gig. All right. Well, that's the end of the Price is Right round. Give yourselves a hand, everybody. Everyone scored points except Nicole, so she's got a little
Ouch.
catching up to do.
It's
Why
going
don't
to
we
be
take
a...
You want to take a break, Steve, and get to meet the contestants?
Sure thing.
Okay. Who's playing the game tonight?
Danny Gallagher is a comedian and writer based in Dallas who will do whatever it takes to get Ryan Reynolds to be a guest on his podcast, The Live Matching Game.
Now you've had some impressive guests on there already. It's not like you haven't had good guests on the Live Matching Game. You got
Oh yeah, no. Just we can always do better.
Rob Paulson was a guest last
Yeah.
time I played. That was a lot of fun and that was impressive. When is the Live Matching Game today? When can people see it today?
Tonight it's at 7 p.m. on the twitch.tv/freeplay arcade. It's actually the Live Matching Game tournament of matching champions matching. I haven't worked the name out. I haven't worked the name out yet.
That's okay.
It's
Plenty
not
of time.
Yeah, it's not convoluted enough. But it'll be 7 p.m. Central tonight. We actually bringing back our best players from the season.
So 7 p.m. And me. So 7 p.m.
Yes.
Central.
Well, you're a panel, but
That's true.
contestants.
That's good. Yeah, I don't have to really play. And what is the Twitch channel? If people who are watching this on my channel, what is the Twitch
Right.
channel? They should definitely watch that on.
Twitch.tv/freeplay arcade. They are sponsoring, or one of our many sponsors of our extra live stream today.
And we got a lot of great stuff going on. Defeat the
Mm-hmm.
Geeks. Now, I found it funny. You want to do a Beat the Geeks, but you're calling it Defeat the Geeks.
Yeah, we don't want to get sued.
Ironically, after the show got canceled, I put together a live college tour of the show.
Oh, really?
And
Wow.
we, of course, we wanted to use the name because it was still fresh. And lawyers, and a lot of lawyers told us, well, Comedy Central's lawyers specifically said, do not do that, of course.
Right.
But we talked to a lawyer, we hired one, and he said, well, the truth is, if they want to do the show again, they won't sue you because they want to work with you. And if they don't want to do the show again, they won't care. And they won't sue you that way either. And I was like, all right. So we called it Meet the Geeks.
Okay.
Because we were traveling in there live. But
that makes sense. Yeah.
Right? But the best part is I did a movie with Johnny Knoxville one day. And we had a lot of time to shoot the shit on the set. And I told him about that I was doing this. And he goes, well, you're going to get sued. And I go, no, we're calling it Meet the Geeks. And Knoxville goes, so you telling me if I get a bunch of black guys and we do a show where we hit ourselves in the nuts and I call it black ass, that's perfectly legal? And I said, well, I don't know, but I'm going to watch that fucking show for sure.
And
on TV.
Oh, and I'm going to be the movie geek, and that was Grand Theft Parsons.
That was Grand Theft Parsons, my
see?
greatest role. I got to work with Michael Shannon.
I love
on
that.
movie.
I like that.
Great.
Yeah, no, I like that movie. I thought it was good.
It is not bad. It's weirdly a lot of big names for a movie nobody saw.
Yeah.
All right, Danny. Well, appreciate you playing. Thanks for putting this all together.
Thank you.
Danny Gallagher, everybody. Steve, who's next?
Ed St. Fleur is a current game show producer and future fun employment enthusiast.
So we've already discovered that you've worked on The Price is Right. Was that the Drew Carey or Bob Barker version? Steph?
That was Drew Carey in 2010.
2010. So that was fairly early.
About 3 or 4 years into it, I believe.
Yeah, comparatively speaking, but they certainly were already well in their stride. I see they're back now. They finally got Price is Right back.
Yeah, they're doing their whole social distancing and a couple of Price is Right at Night specials.
Yeah,
very excited for them.
Cool. What other shows have you worked on? You want to let us know?
Let's see. Double Dare is a big one. That happened a few years ago, so it was very exciting to work on that and to be able to work with an idol of mine. We did 2 seasons of that. We got nominated for Emmy for one of them, which was awesome.
Nice.
We did not win. That's okay. The Chase, Figure It Out for Nickelodeon, a bunch of shit.
I loved Figure It Out. I used to watch it with my kids.
Yeah.
I didn't know any of those kids on it. I had no idea who any of the people were on the show because I didn't watch.
Neither did I.
Yeah,
to be completely honest. But they were very nice. It was a great revival. So yeah, I've worked on a lot of stuff. I've been out here for about 10 years doing game show stuff.
Fun. That's cool.
Yeah.
And your things are back up and running now after the pandemic, right? It's kind of good.
Yeah, it's been awesome. I mean, we did Supermarket Sweep, which is going on right now.
Yes.
So if you have not watched it, please watch it.
Very popular.
And we just finished taping The Cube over in Atlanta, and that should be airing hopefully sometime next year.
What is The Cube? I have not heard about that.
The Cube is a UK import game show. Basically, teams of 2 come in to a glass cube and do kind of...
You froze.
He's thinking about where he works next.
And they do kind of.
No. Did I freeze?
Yeah,
I might have frozen.
Yeah.
I definitely froze. There we go. You're in a glass cube. You're doing kind of like minute to win it or beat the clock style challenges. Very simple things, but under the intense pressure of being in an aquarium.
So it's kind of like that show on that imaginary reality show that that Matt LeBlanc hosted on Episodes.
Yeah,
where people had to just live in the cube, but obviously they're not living there.
They're not living in it, but yeah. So that will air.
And
soon,
do the cubes fill up with water until they finish the task? And
well, we were thinking about it.
I love it.
Turns out
that's the movie Cube. Sorry, movie geek. Sorry, I didn't mean to. Okay.
I went to a development meeting once with Mark Cronin, who invented Beat the Geeks and other shows, and it was just a bunch of us just spitballing ideas, and one team came up with this great idea for a show. I think it was called Think Tank, where that literally happened. You played like as a family or as a team, and you'd be in a tank, and every time you miss a question, water would come in, and then you could you're like, oh no, I'm gonna play a stopper on the other team, so you put a stopper in so water would rise even faster. That was a great idea.
I would watch that show.
Right?
I would watch that show religiously.
We came up with like 4 or 5 pitches, and that honestly was the best one. It was so great. One of the pitches was called Guess the Number. And the idea was, it was very simple. Just guess a number between 1 and 10. If you get it, you get $500, move on to the next round. And I swear to God, one of the people we brought in to watch the presentation said, well, how are you going to keep psychics from being on the show? And I laughed out loud and looked at her, and she was not smiling. That was a funny bit. All right, well,
we'll
Stan,
use the UFOs.
Thank you for playing, Stan. We appreciate you being here with us tonight. And
absolutely, thank you.
Donating your time for Extra Life for sure. Steve, who's next on the show?
Nicole Goodnight is a voice actress out of Rochester, New York that loves speedrunning and spooky things.
Speedrunning and spooky things. How often do you put those together?
Not often.
I would think spooky
They're
speedrunning.
separate. That would
Okay.
be fun.
Yeah, right. Every once in a while. We've played on the match game together. We've done some stuff together. What are some of the voiceover talents that people may have recognized you from?
Yeah, so I have done work for the No Sleep podcast since 2014. They are a fairly big horror fiction podcast. We've been on tour 3 times, which has been awesome. I miss
Nice.
it. Creepy's another big one. The SCP Archives is a really good one. And a lesser known one, I did Pixie the Devil's Daughter, which was super super sweet. So a lot of really fun things, and so many Blue Apron ads. It's just upsetting.
Yeah, when you get that set up in your house, man, Blue Apron loves you. But yeah, it's funny. I know so many like female voiceover artists who have done Blue Apron specifically. That's fun.
Yep.
That's fun. So you're doing what other shows are you doing today for Extra Life?
I am doing the match game. I did
Yes.
Speedrun Theater earlier, so yeah.
Fun. All right, so we'll be back
Yeah.
together for the match game later on.
Yeah.
Excellent. All right, do you want to plug anything before we move on?
Yeah, always just the No Sleep Podcast, which is just the nosleeppodcast.com. It's really great, free episode every week. It's usually 3 stories for the free one. It's a good chunk of content. So
Hooray. All right. Well, thank you very much for joining us, Nicole. We appreciate you
course.
playing. And who's last there, Steve?
Evan Pike is America's sweetheart after working for the better part of 4 decades as a film critic, entertainment writer, and event MC.
And wait, what was the last event MC?
Yep.
What are the most common events that you MC?
I'll wind up doing a lot of stuff for Fan Expo Dallas, MegaCon out in Florida,
That's
Fan
great.
Expo Boston, and then Gallifrey 1, which is the
Sure.
big Doctor Who show in Los Angeles. February 2022, I think, is going to be the next one since they called off this current one coming up.
Yeah, we were gonna do some stuff at what do they call it here now, Steve? Fan Fusion?
Fan Fusion.
Yeah, we were gonna do some stuff here at Fan Fusion. Of course, got called off, but hopefully we'll be back. I love hosting panels and stuff like that. It's such a fun, easy gig. Whenever I see someone who's bad at it, I'm like, "What's wrong with you? How can you be bad at such a great thing?" You know what I
It's
mean?
because
then you have to
I
see
know
me do
exactly what it it's because they want to try to make it about themselves, and they don't understand that the people sitting next to them are the reason that the thousands of people are
Yeah.
there.
Yeah,
So-
and what's funny is when you get someone who's hosting a panel and they're like famous, like you'll get maybe like Patton Oswalt hosting the Stranger Things panel. You're like, oh, this will be good, but he's smart enough to be quiet the whole time, and you're kind of like, you're the one guy we'd like to hear from, actually. But when they have like journalists and stuff host it, I fucking hate that so much. What other shows are you doing today? You're doing the match game as well?
Doing the match game, and then also emceeing the Defeat the Geeks episode this evening as well.
Nice. So how does it feel to be stepping into the shoes of J. Keith Van Stratton and Blaine Capatch?
Telling you, I had a strategy meeting with the writers of the show because
Strategy.
it's been a while since it's been a while since I'd seen it. So like, wait a minute, what am I doing here? Wait, stop. This is convoluted. What the? No, this is a bad idea.
He was speaking on Messenger, and I could tell he was yelling at me. Like
Didn't even need to be all caps.
Well, no, you don't realize how complex the thing is until you try to do it yourself.
Sure.
You know what I mean? No, really. Like it looks. Y'all make it look easy.
Well, you're conveniently
Watching it.
you're convincingly nerdy for the job. That's for sure. You got the glasses and everything. Are you gonna wear a suit?
Look, I got a little.
I am going to wear the traditional geek suit, which is the black blazer with the ironic lapel tie.
There you
Ken.
go.
Nice.
Silver. I think I'm gonna wear my Space Invaders skinny tie. I think I'm gonna go with that tonight.
Wait, you just described my outfit, but without a tie.
Yeah, right.
I'm going to iron a shirt tonight, Danny.
Whoa! That's
This-
definitely worth a donation.
That you're welcome.
It's 2020, man. I have not done any ironing for the
No, I
entire
know.
calendar year.
It's been a
Yeah.
while. I haven't ironed in years.
Does your traditional geek uniform also include the propeller beanie, or is that out these days?
It's out if you're on stage, but if you're in the audience and sitting in the first 3 rows, I think they hand at least 2 or 3 of them out to the people who are there.
I'm sorry, I was fucking around with Zingbot back there. All right.
How dare you, sir?
I didn't mean to distract you. Okay. Is that everybody, Steve? I think it is. Well, thank you guys for playing so much. I appreciate it. We're going to go ahead and move on to our next game. Come on. Where is it? There we go. Let's move on to our next game. Everybody's favorite, the match game. There you go. We're going to get a little taste of what we get tonight when we play the live matching game. We're going to do a few rounds of the match game. You guys all know how it works, but we're going to do it a little differently. The way we do it is I read the question, and then you guys all write down your best answer. But you're trying to match Steve, all right? Instead of our contestants matching you, you're the contestants, and you're trying to match our lone celebrity, Steve Mandel. I will read the question. You guys fill in the blank, and then when you're done, we'll go to Steve and see what he says, and anyone who matches Steve gets a point. All right? I'll also give a point for the most popular answer. You know, Steve doesn't always give the most popular answer. In fact, sometimes he tries to give the least popular answer, I've noticed.
Well, welcome to the live matching game.
If there is a most popular answer, everybody who got that will get a point as well. If you match Steve and it's the most popular answer, I'll give you 3 points. All right,
Nice.
so this is a good opportunity to come ahead if you're behind. Nicole.
Excuse me?
Nicole. I'm sorry, I have a cough.
Nicole, is there a game show where you don't get shit on?
Oh, I'm not
It's gonna be-
coughing. I'm actually saying Nicole is behind. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I'm
me
coughing.
being behind is going to be a trend, but we'll get over
All
it.
right, here we go.
Aw.
You guys ready?
Phrasing. Phrasing.
Here's the first. Here's the first one. Here we go. I took a part-time job as an undercover dog catcher, Steve. Last weekend, I spent the whole day dressed as a blank. Yeah, I took a part-time job as an undercover dog catcher. Last weekend, I spent the whole day dressed as a blank. Go ahead and write down your best answer to that and what you think Steve might say. Steve, you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, so you heard I took this job as an undercover dog catcher. Last weekend, I spent the whole day dressed as a
Well, not just last weekend, but your entire life, you've dressed like a bitch.
bitch, which is a female dog. It certainly doesn't mean anything untoward towards women. So, bitch is what we're looking for matches. Devin, let's go to you first. Last weekend, I spent the whole day dressed as a...
I went with the universal answer, male, female. Every dog is going to need a fire hydrant.
Fire hydrant, sure. I think that's a practical answer. Makes perfect sense. Something a dog would pee on. Not a match, though. Okay, Nicole, what'd you say? Spent the whole day dressed as a...
I also said fire hydrant.
All right, so fire hydrant is now the most popular answer, which means both of you have earned yourself a point. Well done. Stad, did you also say fire hydrant?
It's nice to be part of the majority for once.
There you go. The immoral majority. All right, so all three of you got a point. And Danny, you gonna make it a clean sweep? I doubt it.
Yeah. I said fire hydrant.
You did.
And I tried to draw one, but it's not. It looks like a penis.
It
With a,
looks
That's
like a
what I
penis
had
with
to
a
do.
sore on the side.
Yeah, yeah.
Ribbed for the dog's pleasure.
Yeah.
All right. So everybody said fire hydrant. That never happens. Everybody says the same answer. But it was the most popular, so you all got a point, which means the score has not changed hardly at all. All right. So
Well, that's not true. Nicole has a point now, right?
yeah, but she's just as far behind as she was before.
I've got a whole point.
Boy.
All right.
Please be
No,
proud.
it is. Yeah, you've earned it fair and square. All right, here we go. This is one you guys are waiting for. Next question. Dumb Dora is so dumb.
How
How
dumb
dumb
is she?
She's dumb.
Nah, I'll allow it. She bought an eggplant, took it home, and tried to blank it. Dumb Dora is so dumb that she bought an eggplant, took it home, and tried to blank it. Eggplant, very commonly used emoji with the kids these days. So Devin, we'll go to you first again. Dumb Dora is so dumb. Oh wait, I gotta go to Steve first. I always do that. Steve, Dumb Dora is so dumb she bought an eggplant, took it home, and tried to do what with it?
Tried to hard boil it.
Tried to hard boil her eggplant. Took it a little too literally. All right, got herself a soggy eggplant. So we're looking for hard boiled, Devin. That's the answer we're looking for. Is that what you said?
It is not what I said because I'm using live matching game rules and going with the lowest common denominator. So hump, ride, or screw it because that's the.
All right. Any one of those, but not a match. It's weird. You wrote 3 answers. None of them were a match. But good play. Well played.
Tom Hanks.
It's always a good try. So that wasn't a match. Nicole, did you say hard boil it?
I sure didn't. I went very literal and said she tried to plant it.
Sure, eggplant. That makes sense.
Bird, yeah.
But that
to get eggs.
And then you get eggs. Nice those eggs grow, vines of eggs. All right, no match. Stad, what'd you go with?
I said that she went home. She tried to crack it.
Crack an eggplant. Sure, that makes good sense. Danny, last chance for a match. What'd you say?
Yeah, I said scramble it.
Scramble it. So we got crack, scramble, plant, and bang, or any variation of that. All good answers, but none of them were a match to each other or Steve, so no points on that one. All right, moving on. Got 2 questions left. I knew I shouldn't have bought a blow-up doll from Wish. When I unpacked it, it looked just like blank. Man, I knew I shouldn't have bought that blow-up doll from Wish. When I unpacked it, it looked just like blank.
Can I not accept popular points for this one? Because I kind of don't want to match.
That's going to be even better if you don't want to match, but you do.
Yeah.
I know at least one person.
Well, I know Steve. Yeah.
All right, Steve. So I told you about this. I bought that blow-up doll from Wish.
I wish you hadn't told me about that.
Yeah, it was bad. When I unpacked it, it looked like
Vern Troyer.
I should have known. The package was like this big. I was like, wait a minute. I should have known better. All right, so mini me. Oh, yeah, I get it. You're saying because that's what would fit me. All right, good burn, Steve. Well done. So mini me is what we're looking for. Devin, did you say mini me or something else that suggests I have a small penis?
No, I went with something they would have obviously wanted to get a whole clearance off of, so I said Donald Trump.
Sure, got to get rid of those Donald Trump sex dolls before January. 10% off the MAGA discount.
Oh wait, was there an election?
Not a match.
Sorry. Okay.
Oh, my sweet summer child.
Sorry.
Nicole, did you say mini me?
Yeah, I didn't. I don't know why I said this, but I said Gilbert Gottfried.
I will say I would be disappointed, but I would be very impressed if they sent me.
Does it make this Gilbert Gottfried noise every time?
Yeah, that was the thing. I was happy to use it until the noise started. I was like, I cannot concentrate.
Oh my God!
You're so big. All right, another non-match. Stad, what did you say?
I panicked, so I wrote the first thing that came to my mind. I wrote dolphin.
Sure, it was a dolphin. It's
right in the blowhole.
Yeah, plenty of holes to choose from. But not a match. Danny, last chance. When I unpacked it, it looked like.
So I think I misinterpreted the question because if you unpack any blow-up doll, they all look like Betty White.
Right before you blow it up.
Right.
That's the premium model.
Okay, you know what? The less I explain, the better I look.
No, I get it. I did say
blow-up
doll, not a silicone sex doll.
Right.
All right. So no matches there. The game has not changed hardly at all. We got one more question. Here we go. This one will be good. I just got back from a picnic in Los Angeles. Great weather. Instead of pitching horseshoes, everyone was pitching blank.
Do it one more time.
I just got back from a picnic in Los Angeles. Instead of pitching horseshoes, everyone there was pitching blank. We had a picnic in front of a boarded up Walgreens. It was lovely. So Steve, I was there in LA, and instead of pitching horseshoes, everyone was pitching what?
Scripts.
Pitching their scripts, sure. I got this great sitcom about boarded up Walgreens I'm pitching. So we're looking for scripts or something like that. Devin, is that what you said? Everyone was pitching what?
I believe so. Pitching Netflix movie series or script ideas.
Right,
So yeah,
I think that's a match. Well done. Here, I'll give you a ding-a-ling on that. Good job. All right, Nicole, we're looking for scripts or something of that nature. What'd you say?
oh no.
Tense.
I mean, it's Los Angeles.
Hey, if the weather's good, I say take advantage of it, man. Go out there in your Dockers and let it rip. Your Dockers and your boxers.
She also put it in quotes so we could know she didn't mean actual tents.
Yeah, she
Danny,
didn't literally mean tents. Nobody was camping out. That's I'm gonna give you a point for that as a good answer. So you get 1 point. Well done. All right. So Stad, did you say something like scripts or something like that?
I hope so. We'll find out what the judges say. I said TV/film ideas.
There you go. Ideas, scripts. That works. So that's now the most popular answer. So Devin and Stad both have 2 points. And last but not least, Danny Gallagher, what'd you say?
Way more forgiving than I am when it comes to matches.
Yeah.
Because I wouldn't accept. I don't know if I'd accept this. I said Michael Bay movies.
Wait a minute. Those don't come with scripts. So I don't think that actually counts.
Yeah.
There's no such thing as a script for a Michael Bay movie.
Yeah, you're right.
You know what I
Do any of them have Tom Hanks?
I heard, Sean Connery just died, and I heard a rumor that on the set of The Rock, Michael Bay tried to give him an acting note at one day, and then Sean Connery looked at him and said, "Why don't you go blow up a bridge?" and walked away.
The balls on that guy.
Right? Sean Connery punched a dude just for bothering him on the set once. I'm not going to tell him.
I punched a man for snoring too loud.
Yeah. I guess the rumor was Sean Connery was dating some gangster's girlfriend, or he went on a date with her, and the gangster decided to be a big shot and showed up on the set. And Sean Connery was like, "What?" And the guy said something. Sean Connery just went, "Blam!" and laid him out. And that was the end of the day. All right. Well, that is the end of the match game round. Steve, why don't you recap the scores for us, see how we're doing?
We have Stad and Devin in the lead with 6 points each, and Danny and Nicole tied with 2 points each.
Oh, so we got a tie for last place. That's nice. You're not down there all alone, either one of you. All right. So let's move on to our next round. We're gonna play At Midnight. The way we do it is 24 hours ago, I gave everybody a hashtag and told them to come up with as many funny and cute answers as they could. I'm going to put 5 minutes on the clock, and we'll just go one by one. If it's good, you get a point. If not, no points. That's how it goes. The hashtag we went with was uneaten Halloween candy. Uneaten Halloween candy. Stuff left at the bottom of the bowl. The examples I came up with are Ku Klux Kit Kats or Charleston Jew. For some reason, someone left a Charleston Jew at the bottom of the bowl. All right, so that's what we're going with. Devin, why don't you start us off? What do you got for uneaten Halloween candy?
Too close to whatchamacallit.
Haha, nice. That is a Kornacki bar. Good job. Points. Nicole?
Instead of Jolly Ranchers, I have Upset Ranchers.
Sure, they got some problems. Points. Stad?
Mike and Yikes.
Scary. Mike and Yikes. I like it. Danny?
Sour Patch Orphans.
Aww. Are they like Cabbage Patch Kids, though? Can they get adopted?
I stole that joke from Bo Burnham, who says, "How come there's no Sour Patch parents?"
They're the Sour Patch Orphans who are like 16, though. They're just about to age out. All right. Devin?
Cadbury COVID cream eggs.
Delicious. I like the purple ones. Nicole?
Almond Dismay.
Gorgeous. Stad?
A bag of shittles.
Yes. Taste the rainbow. Danny?
Necrophilia wafers.
Yeah. Which way do you go with that? Necro wafers or necrophilia wafers? Yeah. Oh, God, the worst candy ever. Devin?
Pumpkin spice Twinkies.
Hey, wait a minute. Those kids loved them. I didn't get egged. Nicole?
You've heard of Hershey Kisses, but what about Hershey's No Intimacy Until Marriages?
It's a foil. You unwrap it. It's just the little thing that says Hershey's is all it's in there. Stad.
I got Zag Bust a Nut.
Promoted by Al Pacino.
Only slightly worse than Zagnut itself. Danny Gallagher.
Baby Ruth Bader Ginsburg died and left the seat open on the Supreme Court for Donald Trump.
Wow, that got a face palm from each of us. That was amazing.
Good times. She'll be remembered in candy form, though. All right, Devin, you got one?
S&M's.
Sure, nice. Nicole?
Candy corn cobs.
Oh, wait a minute. So it's just candy you throw away immediately.
Just in the trash.
You get candy corn cobs, candy apple cores, candy potato peels, all the stuff.
You thought you hated candy corn. Oh boy, have I got one for you.
Candy peach pit, delicious. All right, Stad, what do you got?
Sandra O. Henry's.
Sandra.
Gorgeous. Sandra O. Henry. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's the actress from Grey's Anatomy.
Yeah, that's her.
Oh, I didn't know we were supposed to not like her.
No, you don't necessarily not like her, but maybe you just don't want a candy bar named after her. Is all I'm saying. Maybe it might murder you.
It tastes like Grey's Anatomy.
She should stick to acting, is what I'm saying. Danny.
Boston Massacre baked beans.
Yes. All right. One more round. Pick out your best one. I'll give you 2 points if it's good. All right. Devin, what do you got?
Instead of circus peanuts, carny peanuts.
They're not peanuts. I'm gonna be honest with you, brother. Those aren't peanuts. All right, excellent. Nicole?
Nobody better lay a toe on my butter toes.
Way to go, butter toes. All right, Stad?
Okay. Juju Maccabees.
Well done. Go well with those Charleston Jews. And Danny, send us home.
All right. Dumpster Baby Ruth.
Dumpster Baby Ruth.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Nicole, your face.
Didn't know her eyes could get any wider than that.
Wow. You didn't want to go with Toilet Baby Ruth?
If Aaron's watching, I'm sorry.
Oh my God.
There's a prom joke in there somewhere.
Yeah, right. Without a doubt. Oh, that was nice. All right. That's the end of that round for sure. Oh, man. Definitely. All right, Steve. What is the score at this point?
We have Stad and Devin tied in the lead with 12 points each, and Danny and Nicole with 8 points each.
All right. So it's still a close game.
But it sounds better.
But we're definitely going to mix it up now as we play.
Ladies and gentlemen, name that tune.
There you go. We're going to play Name That Tune. Everyone's favorite tune naming game. Oh, Aaron in the chat. Aaron was looking for y'all in the FP stream. There you go. That was from Ian.
Yeah, Aaron McDonald is our spokesperson from
Nice.
Children.
All right, so here's how we're going to play Name That Tune. It's pretty easy. I need all of you to go to buzzin.live on your phone or on your computer. It's just a website. And I'm going to send you the code to put in to join the game. So let me create it here. All right, so I put that in the Facebook chat. So just put in that code at buzzin.live and join the game. And while you're doing that, I'll explain how it works. I got some songs, and I'm going to play them. Whoever recognizes the song first, all you need to do is buzz in, give me the correct name of the song. If you get it right, you get a point. If you don't get it right, I'll continue to play the song, and someone else can buzz in until we get a correct answer. All right? So we got Nicole, Stad, Danny, and Dev. All right, everyone's logged in. Now, these first 5 songs, they're all sung by teen stars, people who grew up to be big stars, but they were already teen stars. So if you can also guess once you've guessed the song, if you can then guess who's singing it, I'll give you a bonus point. All right. But for now, all you need to ring in is just the name. You guys want to test your buzzers? Go ahead.
Yeah.
Danny? There you go. All right. So everybody's buzzed in. Everybody knows how to work it. All right. So just buzz in when you know the name of the song. You ready? Oh, shit. I think I got to share my screen with you. Hold on a sec. I forgot that. Everybody. No, only the host.
Sausage and Terry Crews. That's...
Everybody Wang Chung.
Let me close that. All right. Share screen. Fuck it. I'm just going to share my screen. All right. There we go. Sound only. All right. Here we go. Name this tune. There we go. That's Devin buzzing in first. What's that song, Dev?
Song is Honesty.
That's right. It's Honesty. Take a listen. Tell me if you can tell who's singing it.
Man, that sounds like Michael Jackson, but I'm not confident with it. So
is that your guess, Michael Jackson?
it is my guess.
It
I'm
is
sure
not.
it's wrong.
That is a very young Fergie. I think from an episode of I don't know,
Kids
Kids
Incorporated?
Yeah, I think so.
Wow.
But that's a very young Fergie. But you got the song right, so that's 1 point for you, Devin. Good job. All right, buzzers reset. Name this tune.
Come on, Stad. Come on, bring it home.
What the name?
There you go. She said it, Stad.
I have nothing without you.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have nothing is what the song's
Okay.
called. Yeah. People.
He was singing the whole damn song.
I just didn't know what the fuck the name of the song
Yeah,
was.
people are always like, don't let me go. I don't want to lose you.
Right.
Yeah, it's not until she gets to the chorus, obviously. So, yes, you got that right. Take a listen. Do you know who's singing it?
It doesn't sound like her, but I can only think of like Christina Aguilera. I have no idea.
That's exactly who it is. Christina
really?
Aguilera. Well done from the Mickey Mouse Club. Good job, Stad. That's 2 points for you. Excellent. Always go with your gut is what I say. All right. Stad's running away with it. Here we go. Buzzers reset. Name this tune. Oh, that's Dev with an early buzz in. What do you think?
I'll take you there.
It is I'll Take You There. Good job. Who's singing it? Got a guess, Devin?
Man, Tevin Martin keeps going through my head, but I don't think that's him. So no.
It's Britney Spears. That's a very young.
What
Britney
the-
Spears.
Wow. From where?
I believe that's also from the Mickey Mouse Club, but it might be from a talent show when she was.
Damn it.
Holy crap.
All right, yeah, very young. So that's 1 point for you, Devin. Good job. All right, buzzers reset. Here we go. Name this tune. This is an easy one. Yeah, so easy.
God
Devin
damn it.
buzzed first. What's the song, Devin?
All Out of Love.
There you go. Take a guess who's singing it.
That's Hugh Jackman.
Ah! I wish it was Hugh Jackman. But
Oh, damn it. It sounded like a very young Hugh.
it is
Oh,
Australian.
man.
It's a very young Keith Urban singing the song of his Australian brethren, All Out of
He's
Love.
not Australian. He's an alien. I know better. You can't lie to me like that.
But at least you guessed it was an Australian guy. All right, that's 1 more point for Devin. Here we go. Buzzers reset. Name this tune. Whoa, that's Stad right away. What's that song?
Good
Stad?
Vibrations.
That's right, and who's singing it?
That's Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch.
That's right, a young Mark Wahlberg. I don't know if
Yeah.
you guys know this. He was a rapper in his early career. When he was a kid, he used to do raps and songs and stuff. So, yeah, before he became an Oscar-nominated actor. All right.
How's your ma?
Killing it, Stad. That's 2 points for you. Again, we're going to move on to the second half. These next songs are all mashups, all right? They're not sung by anyone. They're sung by the original artist, but they're 2 songs mashed together. So when you buzz in, make sure you tell me both songs that are in the mashup, all right? So here we go. Name these songs. That's Stad St. Fleur. What are those songs?
I Will Survive.
And?
Jump.
That's right. It's I Will Survive by Gloria and the Gaynors and Jump by the Van Halen brothers and 2 other guys. Good job, Stad.
Thank you.
Killing it. That's a point for Stad. He's running away with it.
That's also an abomination. That needs to be deleted from every hard drive that exists.
That wasn't too bad, actually.
That song is a jam for sure.
Yeah.
All right, it gets better. Here we go. Buzzer.
Great.
Buzzers reset. Name these tunes. That's Stad again. What is it, Stad?
Don't Speak.
And?
Let It Go.
There you go. Don't Speak
of a
by the No
bitch.
Doubts. And Let It Go from the Froze soundtrack. Good job. Gorgeous, right?
Abominations! All of these!
This next one you're going to love, I promise. This next one is
Yeah,
a
I'll
fucking
bet.
bop and a half. Ready?
Yeah, I bet you got a
Buzzers
bridge for me
reset.
too while you're at it.
Here we go. Oh, shit. That's Stad right away. What is it, Stad?
So that's Good as Hell.
And?
Sledgehammer.
Yeah, that's fucking right. Sledgehammer by Peter and the Gabriels. And Good as Hell by Liz O. Sandra O's brother. Good job, Stad. Killing it.
Sounded like there was some creep in there, too.
Yeah, maybe.
You don't get any extra points for adding songs in, Stad.
That's okay. We appreciate showing off. That's an old thing we used to do. Give extra information for sure. All right, Stad, you're clearly going to come out on top in this round. We got 2 songs left.
Phrasing.
Buzzers reset. Name these tunes. That's Devin Pike buzzing in first. What do you say, Dev?
It's Metal Health with Walking on the Sun.
Unfortunately, that song. Well, can we accept that, Steve?
Oh, all right, I say Bang Your Head,
There you go.
parentheses, Metal Health
There
by
you go.
Quiet Riot.
Bang Your Head, parentheses, Metal Health by the Quiet Riots, and Walking on the Sun by Smash in the Mouth.
Smash Space Mouth.
Now, you gotta love that one, right, Devin?
No, it's still an abomination.
I'm working hard.
Never
All right.
heard Stuck in Stereo before.
Can we call that Quiet Mouth?
What?
Can we call that Quiet Mouth?
Smash Riot.
Smash Riot? Smash Riot's better.
Yeah.
Appropriate. All right, we got one more. If this one doesn't make you dance, I don't know what will. Ready? Buzzers
Good
reset.
song.
Name these tunes.
My milkshake brings all the boys to the yard, and they're like, it's better than yours. Damn right, it's better than yours. I could teach you, but I have to charge.
Oh, Danny wants to buzz in. What do you say, Danny?
Yeah, this isn't right. Well, it's Milkshake
And?
the Ghostbusters theme.
That is incorrect. Anyone else?
Swear I know that. Oh. I just got it.
Anyone? That's it.
What just happened?
Anyone else want to guess? No?
Do we get credit for the artist and not the song?
What is this artist?
The artist is Rage Against the Machine.
That is incorrect.
Yes.
No.
All right, then I got nothing.
Danny?
I only knew what Danny. I know.
Everybody
I know
got
the lyrics.
Milkshake. Do you
Yeah.
know- what was the other song, Danny? Do you know now?
Oh, that's hard.
No,
That's a bitch.
I thought.
Oh, it's
Devin-
actually
that's what-
YYZ by Rush. That
Oh.
their instrumental
That's
hit,
right.
named after the Toronto airport.
In Canada.
Krieger would beat my ass for that.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, we're doing a nerd stream, and we didn't get the most nerd rock ever.
That's one of Rush's worst hits for sure.
Yeah.
All right. So that brings us to the end of the Name That Tune round. Stad clearly ran away with it, but let's make it official. Steve, what is the score?
We've got Stad with 19 points, Devin with 16 points, and Danny and Nicole with 8 each.
All right. So that means Stad is definitely going on to the final round, where we're gonna play Who Wants to Beat a Geek? This is something that we put together. It's a combination of Millionaire and Beat the Geeks. Here's how it works. Before the game, I asked everybody to tell me what specific field of pop culture they were an expert in, and Steve and I wrote questions for each of these contestants. So, because Stad is in first place, he's in the driver's seat, the winner's circle right now. Where's my Sharpie? Here it is. So he gets to make all the decisions. So who was in second place, Steve?
Devin.
Okay, so Devin's in second place, and Devin said that he was an expert in Star Wars. So Stad, you get a choice. You can either answer the question we have in Star Wars and hope you get it right, or you can make Devin answer it. Of course, if Devin gets it right, he replaces you in the driver's seat. If he gets it wrong, you continue on. But it's your choice. What do you want to do?
I know shit about Star Wars. No, let's put that knowledge to the test.
All right. So he's going to challenge Devin and hope that it's too hard for him. Devin, are you ready?
Let's do this thing.
Here we go. Here's your question about Star Wars, Devin.
Sorry, I think my dinner is ready.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
Is your mom calling you?
Yeah.
All right, Devin. What was the name of the song performed by Jefferson Starship in the Star Wars Holiday Special? What was the name of the song performed by Jefferson Starship in the Star Wars Holiday Special?
Since I'm actually hosting a Life Day event on November 17th, I should know this.
Yes.
But
That's why.
I'm sorry.
That's not helping.
Now you know how they feel.
That sounds like the Cirque du Soleil troupe. Edge of the Galaxy.
All right, that's a good answer. You say Edge of the Galaxy is the song that Jefferson Starship sang in the Star Wars Life Day Holiday Special. Is that your final answer?
Lock it in. It's my final.
All right, he says that is his final answer. The correct answer is, in fact, Light the Sky on Fire. Light the Sky on Fire is the correct answer, which means that was a good choice, Stad. You challenged Devin and he got it wrong, which means you're still in the driver's seat. Congratulations. Let's move on. Who had the next highest score, Steve?
Danny and Nicole had 80.
We're tied. All right, so let's go with Nicole. We'll save Danny for last. Now, Nicole said she was an expert in MMO games, Stad. I didn't even know what that was and had to ask. So, do you want to answer this question about MMO games, or would you like to challenge Nicole to answer it?
I think Nicole has a good shot of getting this right, which is why I would love for her to answer this question, because I have no idea
All right.
anything about it. So
Yeah.
Thanks for believing in me, but
of course, look, if I'm not going to be in the driver's seat, I'd be happy to be your passenger.
There you go. All right, so Nicole, here's your question about MMO games. You ready? Where did the game City of Heroes take place? Where did
the one MMO I know nothing about.
Good call, Stad. Where did the game City of Heroes take place?
You know, I have no idea, so I'm going to just say Narnia.
Narnia. Is that your final answer?
It sure is.
All right. She says Narnia is where the game City of Heroes took place. That, of course, is incorrect. The answer is Paragon City. Take me down to the Paragon City.
Of course.
Where the
Where
nerds
the grass
play
is
games.
green.
Totally green.
The
All right.
sprites are pretty.
So you're on fire, Stad. You're making good choices left and right. You only got to
Oh, that's my mom.
You only got to beat one more guy to be the winner, and that's, of course, Danny Gallagher. He said he was an expert in Ghostbusters.
Oh!
That's
of course
the whole,
he is.
all Ghostbusters. Everything. Movies,
Yeah.
cartoon,
Yeah.
video game,
Yeah.
song, everything.
Oh.
So,
Okay.
So do you want to answer the Ghostbusters question, or do you want Danny to answer it?
I mean, fuck.
Valid.
Can I? But no, I don't want to help him.
No. You know what? I got to stick with my gut on this one. And even though busting makes me feel good, seeing Danny bust out will make me feel even better. So I say, go for it, Danny.
All right,
I
Danny.
like you too.
We want to see how you can bust these ghosts, if there's something strange in your neighborhood or not. Here you go. Here's your question, Danny. You ready?
Yep.
All right, let's play. In what useful catalog does the Ghostbusters team find the information about Zool? In what useful catalog does the Ghostbusters team find the information about Zool?
How long can I stretch this out?
Hey,
Shut your face.
We're
you
at
get to answer the
201.
question.
It's your telethon, and we're at 201. So
You're right. No, you're right. I got to filter.
Oh,
You make the call.
It's Tobin's Spirit Guide.
Tobin's Spirit Guide. Is that your final answer?
Yes, final answer.
The catalog they use is, in fact, Tobin's Spirit Guide. Well done and well chosen, Danny. You now take over the driver's seat from Stad, but of course, it's not over because Stad gets his final chance to take the driver's seat back from you. He said he was an expert in, what did you think it was, everybody?
Game show.
Game
shows.
shows.
Yay.
I came up with a good game show question for him. So, Danny, what do you think? Do you want to answer the game show question, or do you want to have Stad answer it? Remember, whoever wins this is the champion.
Unlike Stad, I don't like to see people fail.
That's very noble of you.
No, I'm gonna put my ass on the line. I'm gonna answer it.
All right.
Are you serious? You're taking this away from me?
Wow.
Wow. No, I love it.
If he- I guess if he's
I thought I was doing you a favor.
Yeah, if he's gonna give you the win, he's gonna make it easy.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
All right.
I love it.
All right, Danny, here
All
we
right.
go. Here's your question about game shows. If you get it right, you're the winner. If not, Stad is the champ.
I'll let Stad can answer it if I get it wrong.
You'll be the champ for a whole year until we do this game next year. All right, Danny, here you go. Here's your question. What game show has been hosted by Bill Cullen, Dick Clark, John Davidson, and Donny Osmond? What game show has been hosted by Bill Cullen, Dick Clark, John Davidson, and Donny Osmond? Every game show geek should know this, so I would be mad if Stad did not know it. Which means this was a good call, Danny, because Stad definitely knows the answer.
I'm sorry. This
I'm gonna say Hollywood Squares.
Hollywood Squares. Is that your final answer?
Yeah.
All right, he says Hollywood Squares is a show that was hosted by Bill Cullen, Dick Clark, John Davidson, and Donny Osmond. That is incorrect. That is not the correct answer. So Devin, Stad, just to show Danny that he had no chance, what's the correct answer?
The correct answer is pyramid.
That's right. It's any version of the pyramid.
Any version of pyramid.
Oh.
10,000, 20,000,
20,000,
or just regular old pyramid. Now,
and then Donny Mid, as it's affectionately known as.
Donny Mid. Did you know it before I said Donny Osmond?
Yes.
Okay.
Sure.
But that's what clinched it for me.
Yeah, for sure. That's the
one
clincher.
future rule. If it's your career, I don't think it should be your expert category.
Wait, you're not a professional Ghostbuster?
No.
Just amateur?
I am a Star Wars
I'm an undergrad.
Do you not have a ghost busting license? Well, that makes sense because Nicole is definitely an animated character from a video game.
Yes.
So that all makes sense. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Stan St. Fleur. He's your champion on all your favorite game shows. Let's send him home. Sing along with me if you want. Here we go. Well, all right. Okay.
Okay.
You win.
I
You are
won.
champion. Well, all right.
All right.
Okay. You
Okay.
win. But can you do it next year? You won the game tonight. And everybody's feeling right. Good night, everybody. On behalf of Steve Mandel, Devin Pike, Nicole, good night. Stan St. Fleur, Danny Gallagher, and myself. Happy Extra Life Day. Please donate. Have a good night, everybody. We'll see you later.
Thanks for Extra Life.
Thank you.
Whoop, whoop.